I know probably not the way JT Ginn would have liked to end his season. What did you see from his outing today overall?
Yeah, I think that first inning, really, the hit batter and the walk, like we talk a lot about, free bases really hurting us and setting the tone. And I think, for JT, that first inning really pitched his way into some trouble. And when you do that against a good team, it's tough to maneuver and to get out of, those type of jams. I think, command wasn't there today. Pitches were up in the zone. So, like you said, it's not the way he wanted to end. Especially coming off a good outing, to go out today and not be able to repeat that, and now have to wait for a while to get back out there. That's a tough one.
I know we asked you a lot about Nick Kurtz. Today, particularly getting 2 pitches inside and hitting them the opposite way out. I mean, we've seen it before, but just today in particular, how impressive was that to see?
Yeah, that's his strength, really. Before the game, we've seen Framber a lot. He hasn't seen a ton of Framber. And, for the approach to be what it was, to have success, he needed to hit the ball, left center, really, and the results would come. And I think you saw that he stuck with the approach and did a really nice job of getting the ball elevated, which is tough to do off Framber, and getting a couple balls that he could handle and drive the other way. And when Nick touches the baseball, especially in the air, opposite field, good things happen, and we saw it today.
This is kind of a bigger picture for Nick, and when there's expectations, especially some of his caliber, and he gets the call up, there's expectations, but then there's also what he's done this season and in history. So what does that say about him?
No, I think, the kid really is unfazed by, I think, the acknowledgement of how we expect him to play, or how everyone expects him to perform, and he's kind of unfazed by it. I think it's pretty remarkable what he's done and how graceful he's done it. He's a very humble person. And we talked a lot about what I felt would be the leadership quality, even though he's young and even though he just started out, that he could bring to this club, and I think we're seeing that.
Shea Langoliers had another 4-hit game today, was 9 for 14 in the series. To speak to what he was seeing against that Astro staff this week.
Yeah, for Shea, he's finishing really strong. This was obviously a great day for Shea. I think he accomplished something that no other A's catcher has accomplished, which was 30 homers, 30 doubles. You saw the joy of his teammates, which says a lot about the respect that he has from the group. And, again, watching Shea grow both behind the plate and as a hitter has been probably one of my pure joys over the last 3 seasons, and something that I'm really proud to be a part of, and just really proud to watch.
A team that you're going to play 4 times a year, they've had success, and you've seen a lot of their arms. So it's nice going into following years that there'll be a lot of the same guys that I've seen and kind of know what to expect.
After the obviously 4-homer game in the second half, all the guys were attacking inside with pitches. Today, 2 of your homers, couple pitches I think were inside. How was that, adjustment been like, just kind of figuring out how pitchers were attacking you and kind of having success against that now?
Yeah, I think it's a day-to-day type of thing, especially with those guys that I've had a lot of success with. They're not going to go back to the well. They're going to change things up and try to figure out different ways to get me out. They do a pretty good job the first 2 days, and they've had really good arms all 3 days. My power is going to the backside of the field, and I had to realize that I can still do that on the inside pitches. I don't need to try to pull.
What's that been like, knowing that you have these great pitchers that are actually throwing everything at you? Because I know that's a big sign of maturation at the plate.
Yeah, it's definitely cool knowing that they try to attack in different ways, and it's kind of a mutual respect type of thing. It's also just part of the game. I got to figure out, if they're going to do this, I still need to have success against them. Doesn't really matter what they're throwing. I need to find a way to get on first base and score some runs.
Overall, how would you describe your confidence level? I know the season's not over yet, but going into next year in comparison to this last year when you start out in the minor leagues?
Yeah, you never really know what to expect when you get to the big leagues. What it's going to be like, if you're going to be able to do the same things that you've kind of done your whole life. It's a whole different game. Knowing that I've had success and do it. Obviously, there's a different type of confidence that comes with that, and it's just go from not knowing to doing it.
What's your confidence level playing first? You've gone pretty good over there this year, big league level. I know we talk a lot about your hitting, but you've made some good plays over there too. So, how are you feeling over there after almost a season?
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten better throughout the year. That's going to be a big focus in the off season. Is how can I be an elite defender? How can I save runs? How can I help the team on the defensive side of the ball more?
With yourself and Shea Langoliers had 7 of the 12 hits today. He had 9 hits in the series. What type of communication do you and him and your other teammates have on the bench to try to keep the line moving and pass the buck forward?
Yeah, I just go up to him. He's the best. That's just about it. He's a great hitter. Not much to say about him. Just doing what he does, and it's really fun to watch. Obviously, it's hard to kind of base at bat to at bat just because it's never really the same. They may attack you the same way, but pitches will be at different locations. Who knows what it's going to be like? It's more so just an overall approach of just try to get the ball in the heart of the zone and do some damage with it.
Kotsay talked the other day about Darren Bush and how important he's been to this club for a while. What have you learned from him? What has it been like with him being the coach here?
Oh, he's awesome. I'm able to go to him, whenever something feels a little off, whether it's a simple mental adjustment, whether it's a swing adjustment. We're talking on a day-to-day basis and what I feel and what he sees. So it's been really great to have him here kind of throughout the whole way, especially with a bunch of young guys who don't know if I don't know if my swing is going to work. And being able to be like, your swing works, don't change that. Let's change the way you think. Let's find different ways to manipulate your barrel and find success.